sensory processing disorder? What is sensory processing disorder? Sensory processing disorder is a condition that affects how your brain processes sensory information. SPD usually means you're overly sensitive to stimuli that other people are not. But the disorder can cause the opposite effect too. In these cases, it takes more stimuli to impact you. What is sensory information? Sensory information includes things you see, hear, smell, taste, or touch. SPD can affect all of your senses or just one. What are the different types of SPD? There are three main types of SPD. Sensory modulation disorders. This has three subtypes. Sensory overresponsive. Individuals are bombarded by stimuli and often try to avoid such stimuli. Sensory underresponsive. Individuals do not recognize sensory input around them. Sensory craving. The person craves sensory input and does not stay still. Sensory-based motor disorders. A person has difficulties controlling and stabilizing their body movements. It can also include poor vision and oculomotor control. Sensory discrimination disorder. A person has difficulty understanding incoming sensory input and interpreting it appropriately. Symptoms include poor balance, using too much or too little force on an object, difficulty following direction, difficulty distinguishing between similar sounds. What are the symptoms of SPD? SPD is usually observed in children, but adults can suffer from it too. Some of the common symptoms of SPD are people suffering from oversensitivity. Think clothing feels too scratchy or itchy. Think lights seem too bright. Think sounds seem too loud. Think soft touches feel too hard. Experience food textures make them gag. Have poor balance or seem clumsy. Are afraid to play on swings. React poorly to sudden movements, touches, loud noises or bright lights. Have behavior problems. People suffering from undersensitivity. Can't sit still. Seek thrills, loves jumping, heights and spinning. Can spin without getting dizzy. Don't pick up on social cues. Don't recognize personal space. Chew on things including their hands and clothing. Seek visual stimulation like electronics. Have problems sleeping. don't recognize when their face is dirty or nose is running. Not all of these symptoms may mean SPD, but it could. If you notice any of these symptoms in your loved ones, be sure to discuss it with the doctor immediately. What is the treatment for SPD? Treatment is usually done through therapy. Research shows that starting therapy early is key for treating SPD. There are different types of therapy. Sensory integration therapy, or SI. This type of therapy uses stimuli in a controlled environment. He or she can develop coping skills for dealing with that stimuli. Through this therapy, these coping skills can become a regular, everyday response to stimuli. Sensory diet. This is a list of sensory activities for home and school. These activities are designed to help your child stay focused and organized during the day. For example, access to in-class headphones so your child can listen to music while working. Access to fidget toys. Occupational therapy. This can help with fine motor skills such as handwriting and using scissors. It can also help with gross motor skills such as climbing stairs and throwing a ball. It can teach everyday skills such as getting dressed and how to use utensils. Can SPD be prevented? Since we do not know the causes of SPD, it cannot be prevented. Early therapy and treatment can help people learn to cope with different stimuli in an effective manner, and people with SPD can lead healthy and long lives. Disclaimer: this information is provided as an educational service and is not intended to serve as medical advice. Anyone seeking specific medical advice or assistance should consult his or her doctor or therapist.